Hi everyone, this is Nurse Cat and you are on the Nurse Cat channel. The Nurse Cat channel aims to inspire and encourage you throughout your nursing career. So today we are going to talk about pre-shift anxiety. What is pre-shift anxiety? Of course, all the nurses and most of us have been through anxiety during our career, whether you are a new nurse or you have been a seasoned nurse. If you have been a seasoned nurse, sometimes if you are new to the unit or new to the hospital or it's your first few weeks, you feel anxious because probably you don't know anything yet about the patient that you will be handling and the kind of diseases or complaints or diagnosis that they have. That's why you're having this anxiety. After your training, after your preceptorship, you will be working alone, whether you like it or not. And how do we overcome this pre-shift anxiety? First of all, we have to clarify what anxiety is. Of course, anxiety is fear of the unknown. And what are the symptoms of having anxiety? One of those maybe is you're having a hard time sleeping before your shift. Secondly, you might be questioning yourself, why do you choose nursing? Um, Other things is that you might be thinking about not going to work. You feel like vomiting before you go to work. You don't have an appetite to even eat before you go to work. And those are some kind of symptoms you feel when you're anxious to work. And how did I overcome it throughout the years? I would share you 3 R's for that. Number one is the word reason. You have to, first of all, remember your reason for getting into this profession. Your reason may be what? Your reason may be for your family. Your reason may be that you wanted to take care of people. Your reason may be that you want to make your family proud. We have a lot of reasons why we choose nursing. So just for you to overcome your anxiety. Second R is very important, is resources. Know your resources. When I say know your resources, you have to remember your basics, BLS, ACLS, and your ABCs, basic life support, advanced cardiac life support, and your airway, breathing, and circulation. These are the basics of our assessments and our interventions. The more you know how to assess, the more you will be able to confident on how to handle your patient if something goes wrong. And if you're new on a particular procedure and you haven't had handled that kind of patients before, know your resources. Know who is your resources. Is it know who is your senior nurses in the unit, know who is your charge nurse in the unit, and know the emergency number for rapid responses in your unit. In this way, you know that you can tap on these resources because you cannot work alone by yourself without help, especially if you've assessed that your patient's airway, breathing, and circulation is going downhill. You can ask a separate, a different person or nurse who have been in that unit or in the nursing field for how many years now to recheck your assessment, especially if you are a new nurse. And our third R is rest. When I say rest, it's not only rest physically, but also rest mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Because we cannot give our full percent attention, our full percent care for our patients if we are not rested ourselves. Try to shut down your mind a day before your shift, uh, and try to rest early on bed a day before your shift. In this way, you'll be able to recharge and be fully focused on your work. And sometimes if we don't get enough rest, our patience gets thinner. Our mental focus is clouded if we don't have enough rest. So those are the three things that I can recommend. Let's repeat the 3 R's. Know your reason, your resources, and take some rest. Till next time, see you on my next vlog. Bye.